Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier, and today we're going to be talking about the BAFTA film winners. Hello. Hey, all right, I'm assuming we're live. I'm assuming we're live right now. Hold on, just need to copy this. Wait, actually, wait. All right, we seem to be live. How are we doing, everybody? How are we doing? All right, welcome to the stream where we're going to be talking about the BAFTA winners. The BAFTA winners. The BAFTAs were yesterday. Mr. Hannahcast, I told you a real pain would win original screenplay. I mean, that was a lucky shot. Oh my god. We'll talk about original screenplay and what all this means. But yeah, we'll talk about here. Let's see. Is Kieran Culkin going to become an Oscar winner before his brother? At this point, probably yes. Because, I don't know, Kieran Culkin has he's proven that he can win BAFTA, and, he's just a sweeper at this point. I told you Mikey would win a BAFTA, and she's not done. I mean, oh god, I'm so scared right now. I am so scared. Because, now that we know Anora is winning Best Picture, and now, okay, there's so much. Can Adrian Brody sweep this season? I don't think Adrian Brody is going to take SAG because SAG clearly did not like The Brutalist. However, at this point, Brody's going to take the Oscar. He's going to take the Oscar. Especially now because we have to take into consideration that the SAGs, the SAGs are coming after Oscar voting. In fact, if anything, I think today is when Oscar voting actually ends. Yeah, SAG awards don't matter, but I don't feel like Brody's gonna win SAG, but he's winning the Oscar. Mikey isn't done either. Why would Anora win Best Picture without the face and Jamie Lee Curtis campaigning Mikey hard? I mean, look, there are movies that can win Best Picture without the actor winning. Like, for example, look at Birdman. But the problem is that while Michael Keaton was initially winning, and then he tapered off with BAFTA and SAG. And now Demi Moore's in that position. Because now Mikey Madison's the one who's yo, awards obsession. Thank you for becoming a member. Oh my god. Wait, hold on. Yeah. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Now, now we're what? We're so close to getting 60 members now. That's the goal today. Today, the goal is to get 60 membership. Oh, no, is to get to 60 memberships. All we need is 9 more memberships until we get there. But thank you so much, Awards Obsession. My God. But yeah, yeah. Is Adrian Brody in The Brutalist a contender for best performance of the decade? I don't know, because I've not seen The Brutalist. I'll probably be able to see The Brutalist tomorrow. But I can't say. Although for me personally, best performance of the decade, it's going to be really hard to top, I don't know. It's going to be really hard to top Brendan Fraser or even Anthony Hopkins, one of those two. Conclave won best picture, no shot. Hey, I love that, but the problem is that I don't think that's happening. I don't think that's happening at the Oscars anymore. Actually, wait, I want to know, is there a way I can... Wait, I want to know. I want to know if... I don't know. Probably not. Okay. I'm probably not able to do that, but yeah. But yeah. What was I about to say? Anora's going to win the Oscar. Yeah, okay. Conclave, yeah. Anora is going to win the Oscar, because, Conclave winning, as much as I love that, there's no way that's repeating at the Oscars for Best Picture. Yeah, yeah, awards obsession. I do think Conclave is going to win. I think Conclave will win adapted screenplay and editing. Honora isn't winning Best Picture. Conclave is getting the Argo package. Picture, adapted screenplay, editing. But the problem, Kieran, here's the problem with that. Argo took PGA, DGA, and Writers Guild and SAG Ensemble. I think it got I think it got Writers Guild, if I'm not mistaken. Like, Argo was unstoppable. Like you have to sweep the guilds. Like, or no, you have to have some guild support. And so far, Conclave has not had that. And with how big Honora is sweeping right now. Again, it won PGA, DGA, Writers Guild. If it went, like, it's already pretty much locked in to win Best Picture. If it wins SAG Ensemble, there's no way it can win. I mean, there's no way it can lose Best Picture now. So, like, and also, don't forget, when it comes to close races these days, BAFTA is bad at predicting Best Picture. Like, unless there's, like, a big sweeper like Nomadland or Oppenheimer, like, BAFTA is pretty bad when it comes to calling close races for Best Picture these days. Argo was a weak year. It's not even just a weak year. It's just like when there is a contest for when it's like legitimately, you know, no one knows what's winning Best Picture. BAFTA and Oscar don't really align. That's the problem. Conclave isn't winning because their campaigning has been horrible. They had no screenings in America. They can't get the cast together. I don't think it's really that. It's just like it just feels like Conclave is not number one on a lot of ballots. Yeah, Argo won Writers Guild. Okay, yeah. And also Argo won BAFTA. Yeah. So it's like whereas Conclave, unless it miraculously wins SAG Ensemble, which, okay, that is a guild support, I don't see why it would win Best Picture. But even then, again, it's like when you win PGA, DGA, and Writers Guild, like, even La La Land didn't win Writers Guild. So it's like, Honora is just gonna sweep. Again, I would love for it to not win Best Picture. I would love if Conclave actually did win Best Picture, but that's just not happening, I fear. It's a similar situation. Argo did not get nominated for director. It's going to be split. Conclave is Best Picture and Screenplay. Brutalist gets director, and Honora gets Best Original Screenplay. But again, Conclave does not have guild support. Argo did. That's the problem, Kieran. Like, Argo had lots of guild support here in the States. It's not just about BAFTA. You have to, like, sure, you could do very well at BAFTA, but you genuinely can't win at the Oscars without, like, major above-the-line guild support. And Conclave just sadly does not have that. I don't know, the only film I find compared to Conclave is Spotlight. At least it had SAG, where it was a male-dominated ensemble that went on to win Best Picture. I do want to know, Awards Obsession, did Spotlight win Writers Guild or was it not eligible? I don't know for sure, but I have to assume Spotlight won Writers Guild. But then again, one could argue maybe Conclave would have won Writers Guild if it was actually eligible. So, okay, Spotlight did win Writers Guild, so there we go. How possible is it for Honora to win Best Picture with only a Baker director win? That would be really surprising, because, like, Honora is just looking like it's going to take screenplay. If I wanted to see any kind of legitimate competition for Honora, like, against Honora, I would need to see The Substance win BAFTA for original screenplay. But the fact that original screenplay at BAFTA went to A Real Pain, here's why that doesn't help here's why it doesn't help the case that Honora has any legitimate challenger. It is because ever since they expanded Best Picture past 5 films, ever since they expanded the Best Picture category, in 2009, ever since they did that, there has never, not once, been a screenplay winner, adapted or original, that was not also nominated for Best Picture. When you expand Best Picture, you pretty much have to be nominated for Best Picture in order to win screenplay. A Real Pain is surely not going to be that. Like, it's been, like, this stat has been going on for, like, 16 years, and, like, it's just nothing has really, like, broken that stat. So I can't expect A Real Pain to win a Best Original Screenplay. I just can't do that. So, what do? Honora is just going to take Best Original Screenplay. That's just what's going to happen. If Substance won BAFTA, then I would definitely consider the idea that that Honora could probably miss out on screenplay. But the fact that it lost the BAFTA to a film that wasn't even nominated for Best Picture at the Oscars, that just makes me think it's just not. It's just gonna be. It's just gonna be so easily a Nora that wins original screenplay. A Real Pain doesn't need the Best Picture nomination to win original screenplay because it had the acting win. It absolutely needs the Best Picture nomination. Again, how come when they expanded Best Picture, there has not been one screenplay winner that was not also nominated for Best Picture? Explain. Like, you have to be not when you expand the Best Picture category past 5 nominees, you have to pretty much be nominated for Best Picture to win screenplay. You have to. The stat is just right there. Oh, Tim Lochner says, congrats on the Wallace and Gromit call. Oh, thanks. Like, my God, I knew the Brits were going to love Wallace and Gromit. They like up until this year when it came to a British film, the Wallace and Gromit franchise had not lost a single BAFTA. So like I knew it was gonna win. I knew that for a fact. Will you rank the Best Picture nominees? I mean, if I can ever get to see A Complete Unknown and I'm Still Here, I mean, what, like, I'm Still Here isn't anywhere near me. It's nowhere. It's not on digital. It's just I'm Still Here is just like poof. I'm worried I might not even be able to see it before the Oscars. Excuse me, I'm Still Here. I get it. Wild Robot is taking the Oscar. Let's see. Mike, oh my God. I'm Still Here. I need to what? Yeah, Jonatas says, says the last movie to win original screenplay without a Best Picture nomination is Eternal Sunshine 20 fucking years ago. Exactly. Even back then, even back when you had 5 nominees, it was rare. So it's like, I can't predict a movie to win I can't predict a movie to win any screenplay Oscars if it's not also nominated for Best Picture. A Real Pain needs that. BAFTA will just be a fluke. Watch my words. I think it will just be a fluke. Yeah, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind awards obsession. Eternal Sunshine would have easily made it into a lineup of 10. If the Oscars had a lineup of 10, I honestly think Eternal Sunshine would have been number 6. I mean, the fact that it won original screenplay tells me everything I need to know that it would have been in Best Picture. That is an absolute fact. It would have been in Best Picture if there were 10. You have to take the travel to get to the theater. The problem is I don't have a car, I don't have money, I don't have anything. Like, I'm already struggling to pay rent and bills. Ooh. So that's kind of what makes it a problem to try to go anywhere and stuff. Hitchhikers. Okay, same though. New York City life. Oof. Yeah. But that was 5. Yeah. Oh wait. Oh yeah. Let's see. When Flo didn't win yesterday, it hurts its chances. Wallace has doing the BAFTA thing. The Wild Robot has PGA and Annie's. I mean, I don't really want to take PGA into account for Wild Robot because the thing is, the Wild Robot was always going to win PGA. Like, there was no like, the PGA has never given an international film best animated feature. They've never done that. In fact, Flo was actually the second ever international film to ever be nominated for best animated feature at the PGA, right behind The Boy and the Heron. So it's like, I don't want to use Wild Robot winning PGA as a stat because we already know they're biased against international films. Like, because I remember even last year I tried to buy into the whole, okay, Spider-Verse won, Critics' Choice, Annie, and PGA, so it's gonna win. But then it lost the it lost the Oscar to Boy and the Heron. But I should have realized, of course, Boy and the Heron was never gonna win PGA. They're biased against international films. So you're not predicting the Wild Robot. It's tough because I actually do think we should consider Wallace and Gromit a little bit more seriously than we think. Because BAFTA can call... Again, look at last year. Like, when it comes to the below-the-line categories, BAFTA is really good at some of these calls. Like, they're really good. And you can win Best Animated Feature off of BAFTA alone. Like, I think Happy Feet did that. I'm trying to think of a lot of other examples, but, like, I would not discount Wallace and Gromit. I would not discount it, especially since this year, everyone in the BAFTA Academy was able to vote for the winner for best animated feature this year. And that was actually a reason why people thought Wallace and Gromit wouldn't win, because initially only a select group of people was going to vote for who wins best animated feature at the BAFTAs, but now everyone can. So I would caution that Wallace and Gromit legitimately does stand a chance. And even then, Flo also has a chance. I mean, the fact that Flo is this is something you could use when it comes to PGA. The fact that Flo got nominated at PGA despite being an international film, like, shows that it does have broad appeal and strength. So, like, really, it is a 3-horse race. It could be Wild Robot. It could be Flo. It could be Wallace and Gromit. Like, any one of those options is a legitimate prediction you could make. Like, it's literally a 3-sided coin flip at this point. Wallace and Gromit is kind of a sequel, so I don't believe. That is a good argument. Happy Feet was the only film to do that. True, but again, it's like, when you look at the races, we haven't really had a best animated feature category as chaotic as this one. I feel Flo would be a more inspired win. Don't they want against Zilba Lotus up there for real? He is just so likable. Flo could win. It legitimately could win. Like, that's not out of the cards. I don't think it losing BAFTA is out of the cards. Like, it means it's out of the race entirely. I feel like a complete unknown will win sound because there's always one tech category of the Oscars where the Academy goes random and they seem to really like a complete unknown. But the problem is, like, I don't know, because sure, you could argue that with, like, Godzilla -1 in visual effects, but that was clearly, like, but when you look at the history of the visual effects category, they typically pick the film that they like the most that has visual effects. And Godzilla -1 clearly had the most acclaim out of any of the films. Then you look at the previous year with All Quiet on the Western Front, and you could also make the same argument. People hated Babylon, whereas people loved All Quiet. And also, like, All Quiet still won a lot of BAFTAs. So, and granted, one of them was not production design, but you could at least see that All Quiet had some level of strength. But, like, or even, Dune winning editing. It's like, everyone knew Dune was going to win a ton of Oscars, despite it not winning editing anywhere. A Complete Unknown has legitimately not won a single major precursor. So it's like, this would be such a random win. It's gotta be, I think Dune has to win sound. It's gonna be Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. It's gonna win sound and visual effects. I'll be betting money that Wild Robot wins. Hey, look, you can make that bet, and that's not a bet. Honestly, I legitimately don't think, like, if you were to predict Wild Robot, Flo, or Wallace and Gromit, those 3 are not bad bets. You could predict any of those, and who knows what would happen. But imagine Alien Romulus wins visual effects. I mean, I'd be stunned. I guess I wouldn't be upset, because, like, the effects in Alien Romulus did genuinely blow my mind, especially around the end where, like, the ship is crashing into those planets' rings. That was, like, one of the most impressive sequences of the year. But I think that would be, like, the least likely film to win, though. But, I mean, I wouldn't be upset. That would be amazing if that did happen. A Complete Unknown is not winning sound. Both visual effects sound as Dune. Yeah. Like, BAFTA, all BAFTA needed to convince, all Dune needed to convince me that it was winning sound and visual effects was BAFTA. So it's like, yeah. Please give me one reason why Chalamet at the Oscars is not just hope it at this point. Your best bet was BAFTA. And I predicted Timothée Chalamet for BAFTA. But, however, the problem with going for Timothée Chalamet now is that today is the last day of Oscar voting, and A Complete Unknown has shown no strength whatsoever. He'll probably win SAG because SAG loved A Complete Unknown, and they hated The Brutalist. But by that point, by the time SAG comes around, Timothée Chalamet is going to be winning a SAG while Oscar voting was already done and over with. So I can't really predict Timothée Chalamet to win. The industry had to have gone for him at some point. The Kardashian fact has hurt him. I don't think it had anything to do with the Kardashians. I think it just had to do with the fact that The Brutalist was just a stronger film, and Adrian Brody probably just gave a stronger performance. Again, I'm just assuming. I haven't seen either film. Kristen, you were right when you said Dune Part 2 is getting the Two Towers treatment, sound and visual effects. Yep, that's what I'm saying. It's getting sound and visual effects. Brody is sweeping. At this point, yeah, Brody is sweeping. I mean, at least he's going to sweep where it counts. Because, again, he's probably not going to... Like, Brody's not going to win SAG, but SAG's not really going to matter this year because they're already finished voting. Or, like, they're... Or no, the Oscars are already going to be finished voting today. Christian was right. Must be a day that ends in Y. What? Oh, I get it. You're claiming I'm always right. But yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I'm really scared about Mikey Madison, cause like now I'm scared that Demi Moore may actually lose. And honestly, it's really tough because even if Demi Moore wins SAG. I mean, if she wins SAG, she's still in the race. I know it's weird because I just said SAG's not really going to matter much this year, but I don't know how to describe it. Like, I think, like, it's still just such a weird race. I don't see how SAG doesn't matter. Surely people that voted at SAG also voted the same for the Oscar, even though the voting periods were different. But I claimed that when Lily Gladstone won SAG, but then at the same time, Lily Gladstone was not very well known. But it's also like Mikey Madison's not very well known, whereas Demi Moore literally had this big career narrative. So like I don't know what's going on with Demi Moore. And again, she does have the makeup acting combo that you would want to win, but man, it's just weird. It's just a weird scenario. How about Nosferatu? Probably will leave the ceremony with empty hands. Yeah, Nosferatu's going home empty-handed. Like I knew that winning cinematography at Critics' Choice was going to be a fluke. I knew that was going to be a fluke. There was no way that it was going to win cinematography at the Oscars. Not that I don't think it wouldn't have deserved it. Like, Nosferatu has amazing cinematography. That would have been a based win. But the problem, though, is that it is not in Best Picture, and we can't use the Blade Runner 2049 argument because Blade Runner 2049 was arguably top 15 in Best Picture, whereas Nosferatu was, like, not even close. Like, because, like, at least with Blade Runner, it got a director nomination at BAFTA. It had a above-the-line precursor. Nosferatu had nothing. Like, not even Writers Guild, which it was eligible for. Keep in mind, Nosferatu was eligible for the Writers Guild Award, and it still didn't get nominated. So, like, Nosferatu just had no steam to win to win cinematography. Mikey is winning. Mikey has Best Picture. Yeah, at this point, now that the BAFTAs, because here's the thing. Out of all the categories that the Oscars have, because they currently don't have casting, Mikey Madison was basically the only win that Honora had at BAFTA. And the Oscars were clearly going to love Honora more than BAFTA. So at this point, why wouldn't Mikey Madison win? I don't want this to happen. I want Demi Moore to win, but I can't, like... I think that she's just going to come along with the Best Picture package. What if Brody gets Brody from 2002 and someone beats him without a win anywhere else? If that happened, it would be definitely Ralph Fiennes. I don't believe it would be Ralph Fiennes. I still think it would be Timothée Chalamet, who's number 2. Because, like, Ralph Fiennes is just not one... He's not really shown that he's win competitive anywhere. Even at the BAFTAs, where Conclave won Best Film... Like, even Ralph Fiennes couldn't win there. So I just don't think he's going to win. Fernanda Torres is my Roman Empire for actress. Oh, I just can't. If Fernanda Torres won, that would be one of the biggest shocks of recent memory when it comes to the Oscars. Because that would mean she won Best Actress with only a Golden Globe win. And that Golden Globe nomination being her only nomination that she got the entire season. That would be so shocking. I'm not going to predict that, but my God. Yeah, look at Marissa Tomei. She didn't win any precursors, and she won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress for My Cousin Vinny. But My Cousin Vinny was also long ago. That was also long. Like, the thing is, when it comes to those races, you're not going to be able to predict those kind of races. Whenever there's, like, a performance that ends up winning, like, out of nowhere... Those, like, you can't actually search for those kind of, like, big upsets. Like, those just happen. If you try to predict those, they're just not going to happen. I know, but drink the Kool-Aid. I don't even know what the Kool-Aid looks like. I haven't even seen I'm Still Here. Fiennes is one of the 2 best picture contenders. Chalamet isn't winning for his mid imitation of Bob Dylan. If people considered the performance mid, then why would he get nominated everywhere? I think it's just a lot of people tend to disagree. Like, a lot of people just love his performance. Do you think the people are too scared to vote for No Other Land? Let's talk about documentary feature, because this is scary. This is scary, what's happening. All right? Somehow, No Other Land couldn't even win Best Documentary Feature here. Could not even win here at the BAFTAs. I don't think No Other Land's winning the Oscar. Yeah, awards obsession. A Porcelain War is going to win Documentary Feature. Like No Other Land has won it has had no support. It has no wins. Maybe with the critics, sure. Or I don't actually know. Or has it been Superman that's been winning the critics? I don't know. But like, knowing how the U.S. views what's going on in the Middle East, versus how the British have responded to that. I mean, let's just say the U.S. is not really as sympathetic to Palestine. And so if the British couldn't do it, why would America? I'm not saying I want this to happen, no. But the fact of the matter is, if No Other Land could not even win at the BAFTAs, it's done. It's just not going to win the Oscar at that point. Superman and No Other Land swept critics, then precursors went for Superman, so yeah. I think... Wait, Sonic says, I'm predicting Porcelain War, to be honest. No Other Land needed BAFTA. And I think Porcelain War is the only nominated documentary with an industry win. Yeah. I just think No Other Land's not going to win. It's going to go to Porcelain War. They're going to go for the more safer pick, the more safe documentary pick, which I thought it would be, because initially it's funny, because a few months ago, I was kind of toying with the idea of maybe Porcelain War could win documentary, but then I looked at the Rotten Tomatoes score, and I was like, the average reviews aren't that great, but look where the season is. It's just No Other Land's just not winning anything. So yeah, I think I would have to predict Porcelain War. AJ's predicting Black Box Diaries. Maybe. But I don't know. I feel like they're going to give it to a war documentary again. And, I mean, yeah. Dormtune says, I'm not completely confident, but I am predicting Porcelain War. No Other Land could still pull it off, I think. But, at this rate, why would it? I still don't... It still does not have a distributor as far as I know. It doesn't have a distributor. The subject matter, even though it really shouldn't be, is way more controversial in the U.S. than internationally. So, I think Porcelain War is just gonna take it. I thought Daughters could win, but they didn't even nominate it. See, that's what I thought too. Because I thought, admittedly, I thought even getting the nomination was going to be a big hurdle for No Other Land. Again, considering U.S. politics. But it got the nomination. I was like, oh, maybe it can win. But no, yeah, yeah. But I thought Daughters, I did think Daughters could maybe win if they didn't want to do No Other Land, but they didn't even nominate Daughters. That was crazy. 3 anti-Russian documentaries winning in a role is somewhat insane. That's what ZJ13 says. I mean, to be fair, it is a very important issue, but again, it's just it is kind of interesting that we've gotten 3 in a row. But I mean, I guess, well, but then again, I was about to say maybe it's just a sign of how passionate they are. But at the same time, it's well, you would think this time around they probably would go for another another war going on right now. But it's I guess they're just gonna pick the safer option, I guess. Daughters not getting in was so ridiculous. I've not seen Daughters Awards Obsession, but I do plan on watching it at some point probably. Poor Things. Devin Smith says Poor Things is better than Anora. Man, I don't. Oh God. I don't know. Maybe I would agree. I don't like Poor Things or Anora, but I guess I would like Poor Things more. Also, guys, I do want to let you guys know, since there's a lot of people here, that channel memberships are open, and not only that, And don't worry, we'll get to this here in a bit. But like, yeah. Oopsies. But yeah. Hold on. For $2 a month, you can get like members only live streams, members only emojis. If you guys are members, show those emojis in chat. And not only that, but like, you know, our goal today is to hit 60 members. We only need 9 members to go, and you're able to actually gift memberships as well. So if you can, consider becoming a member. It really means a lot. It really helps the channel succeed, and yeah, thank you very much. But yeah, anyways, back to the... Yeah, well, no, AJ, I don't hate Poor Things or Anora. I don't hate them. I dislike them, but I don't hate them. Like, for me to hate a movie, it would be like a 1 star. Like 1 star. I wouldn't really say, you know... No, not 1 star, but no, it would be like a... Wait, no, a 1 out of 10. If I were, like, a 1 out of 10 is me hating the movies. I would not give Poor Things or Anora 1 out of 10. Maybe 3 or 2, but it's not 1. It's close, but like I don't hate. It's not enough to where I hate the movies. Hugo Lewis says, if Demi takes SAG, who do you think is more likely to win the Oscar? I would have to still assume Demi Moore because not Demi Moore. If Demi Moore took SAG, I would have to assume Mikey Madison is still winning the Oscar because her movie is winning Best Picture, and they're just gonna shower that movie in awards. I think it's just gonna be unstoppable. Did you like Sean Baker's other movies? I've not seen Sean Baker's other movies. I have not seen it. I have not seen his other movies. I told you Conclave and Brutalist were going to win. I mean, look, I just did not think Conclave was going to win the BAFTA, because usually you have to be top 2, but I think what this showed is that the BAFTAs love Edward Berger's movies. You wouldn't like his films if you didn't like Anora. I mean, who knows? Who knows? Maybe I might. Maybe I might. We'll just have to see. Let's see. Dorm Tomb says, I can't believe how we went from one of the best Best Picture lineups of all time to a lineup with the most hated nominee ever. Yeah, this year's not going to be as strong. It's weird. In the tech categories, I feel like things are a little bit stronger than last year, but above the line, it's a lot weaker. Hugo Lewis says, who's more likely to win original screenplay, Honora the Substance or A Real Pain? Get Real Pain out of there. It cannot win original screenplay at the Oscars if it's not nominated for Best Picture. I said this before a little bit earlier in the stream, but like, ever since they expanded the Best Picture category, the Oscars have never once given a screenplay award, adapted or original, to a film that was not nominated for Best Picture. So A Real Pain can't win original screenplay. And for me to believe The Substance was going to win original screenplay, it would have to have won BAFTA. But the fact that it didn't win BAFTA, I think is just going to show that like Anora is just going to have a lot of strength at the Oscars, because it does have Writers Guild. But yeah, the fact that the guilds absolutely fell in love with Anora, like, I think it's just going to do a sweep. If A Real Pain somehow wins screenplay, what would you do? I'd probably scream and be shocked, because like that's like a big stat that like has not failed us yet. But yeah, since last year was objectively way more competitive, what 2024 films do you think would have made it in last year's lineup? Oh, okay. Admittedly, it's kind of hard to think if Dune 2 maybe not, because like Dune 2 was very, very weak. Would Wicked have gotten in? I don't know. It's really hard to say, because would Anora have gotten in? I think if Anora, well, actually, I think Anora probably would have gotten in over Past Lives. I think Anora would have got Brutalist, maybe, but I think Anora probably could have gotten in over Past Lives. I think, yeah. But like Past Lives was like kind of like clearly number 10, for the Oscars. So it's like you could easily swap that. You could easily swap that out. And even with like and even with The Brutalist, it's kind of hard to believe. I don't know if that would have gotten into Best Picture or not, because there was just so much other like big competition that was going on. Yeah, Maestro get the boot for me. I don't know why people like that film. I mean, maybe it would have still gotten in, maybe not. Maybe The Brutalist Maybe The Brutalist would have gotten in over The Brutalist probably would have gotten in over Maestro as well. Probably, maybe. So yeah, I'll probably take out Maestro and Past Lives and replace them with Anora and Brutalist. If I were to try to guess what films from this year could have, I think Wicked, because there was like so little above the line competition. Because I think because there was like way too much above the line competition, I don't think Wicked would have made it into Best Picture at the Oscars, even though it would have been deserving. But like, I think there is a chance that if Color Purple came out this year, maybe The Color Purple could have gotten into Best Picture this year. Flo will win the Oscars. I don't know. It's just my gut telling me. You could predict that. You could. That's not a bad prediction. We'll have to see. Wicked and Barbie could have canceled each other out. Maybe. But at the same time, Barbie made way more money than Wicked. It's really tough, honestly, because, like, Wicked got more nominations overall, but, like, Barbie had more above-the-line love. Like, it got screenplay, it got, like, 2 acting nominations. Actually, the screenplay thing is more important. And also, Greta Gerwig could have gotten into Best Director. Could have. She ultimately didn't, but she could have. Whereas John M. Chu literally only had Critics' Choice to his name. Would Emilia Perez have been nominated last year? No. I don't think so at all. No. I think it would have just been way too competitive. I mean, sure, Emilia Perez got 13 nominations, but, like, I don't know. But again, it depends on, like, what we're assuming. Because, like, could Emilia Perez have gotten in over Past Lives? Sure, I think that, probably. And maybe Maestro. But, like, it depends on what you're saying could be booted out. But if we're saying that, Brutalist and Anora take over Past Lives and Maestro, if that were the scenario, then I don't think Emilia Perez gets in. It's kind of frustrating that female-centered genre movies are always getting compared to each other, but hey. I mean, like, I don't really have much of a response, because, like, I don't have that experience. I'm just kind of reading off of the comments and stuff. Are you predicting Kiss of the Spider-Woman for next year's Oscars? I'm thinking it'll just be like The Color Purple, which is weirdly same situation. The problem is, I think Color Purple got better reviews than Kiss of the Spider-Woman. So I don't know. I don't think, maybe Kiss of the Spider... Also, the fact that Kiss of the Spider-Woman premiered at Sundance is very strange to me. That's very strange. Films from 1985 getting film remakes that are in turn based on Broadway musicals. Again, I just don't even think Kiss of the Spider-Woman's good. Because, like, if Color Purple premiered much earlier, it probably would have lost steam very fast. Whereas Color Purple, it still only got 1 Oscar nomination, but, like, it released on Christmas Day. Whereas Kiss of the Spider-Woman, I don't know. I just feel like it's not going to have any kind of steam going into it. Could Chu have gotten in with the Critics' Choice boost if the ceremony took place way earlier than when it's supposed to? See, that's fascinating. Winning a Critics' Choice, that's big. I think if the Critics' Choice came out when they were supposed to, maybe he could have gotten into DGA. Maybe he could have gotten into DGA and we would have been like, whoa, what's happening? I don't know. Like, that's a good question. Are you looking... Shaquan Jackson says, are you looking forward to Snow White? Not really. It doesn't look very good. I love Rachel Zegler. I think she'll be good in the movie. But man, the movie just looks like it doesn't know what it's trying to do. Because, like, it looks like it's trying to be like this Hunger Games kind of thing. Like where when it comes to the city and it's very bleak, and when it comes to how it's shot and everything and dramatic. Meanwhile, the fantasy things are like so over the top, bright and colorful, and animals just like smiling like, like CGI animals just smiling and looking all weird. It's like, I don't think this Snow White movie knows what it's wanting to be. So like, no. And also the casting of Gal Gadot as the evil queen. I never understood that casting. I don't mind Gal Gadot as an actress. I thought she was a good Wonder Woman. But it's like, do I think she can play a sinister villain? No! Like, I remember when there was, like, rumors that Lady Gaga would play the evil queen. I was like, oh, that would be inspired casting. Because, like, yeah, I could see Lady Gaga playing a very sinister character like that. But Gal Gadot? No! No, I don't think she can. I really don't think she can. The Substance needs that DGA win to win the Oscar, or otherwise it's screwed. I hate to tell you this, I'm just a guy from the internet, but The Substance wasn't nominated for DGA. Which live-action adaptation are you looking forward to, since we are getting a few this year? How many are, like, which ones are coming out? Oh, wait a minute. Wait. So we do have How to Train... Okay, let me look at, films. Year 2020s, 2025. Oh, God, we're past the halfway point of the year. Oh, my God. I mean, okay, so I'm assuming reboots don't count. Because if it were reboots, then yeah, Superman all the way, but... We're talking about remakes. I have not seen Wolfman. That's technically a remake. Lilo and Stitch. I have no idea. I've actually never even seen the original Lilo and Stitch, so I can't even speak on that. Snow White looks really bad. And How to Train Your Dragon. How to Train Your Dragon just kind of looks like a desperate move. It looks... How to Train Your Dragon looks really, really desperate to try to do what Disney already did. And, like, I usually don't mind the idea of the remakes, like, it's fine, whatever, but, like, man, How to Train Your Dragon, like, the way we're just looking at How to Train, like, the way it's just looking right now, it's like, okay, this just kind of looks desperate, and I don't mind the idea of remaking How to Train Your Dragon, but it's like, it looks so, like, small scale and stuff, like, it looks just weird. Are we talking about animated to live action? I'm assuming that's what they're talking about. Hello, the Hannahcast. How old are you? 26. Ariana needs that DGA win. Wait. Ariana Grande is not nominated at DGA's for directors, not actors. I think he means SAG. I've seen you before. I respect your opinions. Thanks, Nathan Flynn. So yeah, I'm not really looking forward to How to Train Your Dragon. It's weird because I do think there is like, I don't mind the idea of remaking How to Train Your Dragon, but like, it doesn't look like it just doesn't look like it's trying to do anything that interesting. Like for example, I would love it if they did like a live action remake of The Prince of Egypt. That would be fascinating. But also like, okay, let's just talk about like DreamWorks like remaking some of their movies, because it's like DreamWorks is not really, like, as, you know... DreamWorks is not really... When it comes to their films, they're a little bit more out there than Disney. Like, Disney, sure, most of their movies have, like, human protagonists. Or even if something... In the case of Lion King, you could see that because it's, like, you know, you could make them look real. Alright. But, like, could you ever imagine, like... DreamWorks trying to remake Shark Tale? Like, that's the problem. Like, their movie pool in terms of what they could adapt into live action, that pool's not very big. It's not very big at all. Like, I don't know, like honestly, let's talk about this a bit. Like, what DreamWorks movies could actually get live action remakes? Honestly, let's talk about that. Let's talk about how that could, like, what could actually have happened. Actually, let's take a look. I want to take a look at this. DreamWorks. DreamWorks Animation. Let's take a look at some of their movies. All right. Because I genuinely don't know what they could do. Like, what in the world they could do with this. How You Train Your Dragon, I could see that being live action. Shrek is going to be, like, could you do Shrek in live action? That would be strange. Wild Robot is way too soon to do a live action remake of. So, like, I don't think that's happening. Megamind, I could see that. I could see a Megamind remake. This isn't talking about the BAFTA winners. I mean, I know, but it's just like, you know, we're just kind of talking about... Oh, goodbye, just the guy from the internet. I don't know, I just kind of, like, how would you do a Shrek live-action movie? Like, most of the characters would have to be CGI. Kung Fu Panda, definitely not. I could definitely not see... Like, again, you have to make... The animals would still have to be anthropomorphized, but at that point, it's like, you're just going to make them look more real. But again, Megamind, you could. You could do Megamind in live action, you could. Prince of Egypt, you could. That's not a bad idea. Oh, just joking, Christiana. Okay, thanks. Okay, I'm not gonna count the Aardman movies because that was like that was when they had a deal with when like Aardman had a deal with DreamWorks to release movies, so we're not gonna count those. Madagascar, no, I don't see, like, especially since the humor is so cartoony. It's like it's so cartoony to where it's like I don't think they would do that. And again, you're dealing with like animal characters that are anthropomorphized, so that's a problem. Shark Tale, absolutely not. What, like, that would be nightmare inducing. B movie, again, how in the world would you do a B movie remake? How in the world would you actually do a B movie remake? Like, I'll tell you how, you don't. That would just be very, very weird. Rise of the Guardians, perhaps you could, but are people really like that enthralled with Rise of the Guardians anymore? Will the Odyssey be an Oscar contender? Any thoughts? Maybe. I mean, as long as Christopher Nolan doesn't go too weird, like Tenet or Interstellar, probably. It probably could. Over the Hedge, again, see what I'm saying? It's like, it's a lot harder for DreamWorks to do live action remakes because most of their movies have way too much like anthropomorphized animals, or like the human movies are just not really all that like big and notable. Like sure, like I could see Monsters vs. Aliens being remade in live action. That would be kind of cool. But like, DreamWorks doesn't care about Monsters vs. Aliens. That movie did not make a lot of money, and their Nickelodeon show bombed. So it's like, of course, they're not going to do that. Boss Baby, that would be very scary if they, like, my God. Just imagine, like, the CG baby horror that you would see in that film. Road to El Dorado, again, you could, but it's also... Are people really that... Do people really care about El Dorado all that much? Because, like, there's a difference between, like, what they should do and what they shouldn't do. And, like, like, with DreamWorks, they're more likely... Like, when it comes to studios making live-action adaptations, they're only gonna, like, remake the most popular ones. But the problem is, their most popular ones are the ones that, like, don't really have any potential, or, like it would be really hard to imagine them as live-action. They should make Over the Garden Wall into a live-action film. I've actually never seen Over the Garden Wall. Are you a patron on Discord? No, because I don't have money. Spirit the Stallion of Cimarron. You could. That's actually not a bad idea. Especially since the animals aren't talking, so you don't need to deal with, like, people complaining about the animals being CGI. But at the same time, again, was Spirit that much of a big hit for them? Because it's clearly not on the level of, like, How to Train Your Dragon or Shrek. Wait, I just realized Liam Jones literally has me as their profile picture. What the hell? What? Yeah, Spirit, you could do that. Home? Again, I don't think that was a big box office draw, so I was like, I don't see that happening. The Croods, maybe. But, like, that, again, they could probably do the Croods. Mr. Peabody and Sherman, no, they're not gonna do that. Trolls, I mean... That would just be another animated movie. I mean, yeah, I don't know about that. Ants, again, I feel like it's just too out there for them to do. I think it's too out there and weird. Sinbad, again, I don't think it was that... See what I'm saying? It's just way harder for DreamWorks to do live-action adaptations of movies because their movies just aren't really... Like, just look at their movies. It's like they're just so out there and strange. So yeah, I just don't think they're gonna do. I just don't know how many remakes DreamWorks can squeeze out. I just don't think they can do that. Ben Langford says, I would go see a live-action Home film opening night. The funny thing is, we actually did see Home in theaters, and it's like, it was just kind of mid. David Punzalan says, I wouldn't mind the Road to El Dorado live-action remake. That could work. I mean, yeah, I do think so, but it's just like, are they going, like, that? I think that's the main question. Do we think, DreamWorks is going to pick down from, like, their 2D animated movies to remake? Again, the most likely one would probably be Prince of Egypt, but, like, other than that, it's like, I don't think they care about any of their other ones. Will Dune 3 be more competitive than Dune 2? See, that's tough. That's really tough. We'll have to, I think it depends on, like, how much money it makes and stuff, and also when it's released, because I definitely think the release date really hurt Dune Part 2. Like, they should never have released that thing in March. They should have released it in, like, November. Oh, Dune 3 will be coming out December instead of March. Ooh, okay, maybe, actually. Maybe. Like, okay. If it's releasing in December, that means it's going to be fresh on people's minds. So, ooh, not bad. Not bad. Speaking of how this how this conversation kind of pivoted, I think we can all agree this year is getting a little boring awards-wise. I want SAG to shake it up. It's getting a little bit like, the only reason why I think it's kind of boring is because, like, Anora's winning and I just don't like Anora. So, I'm predicting Dune 3 to win Best Picture in 2027, so we'll see how that bet plays out in a couple years. That'd be interesting. If it makes way more money than even Dune Part 2, and also, I think it also depends on, like, are people going to be really, because I've heard that Dune Messiah is, like, really, really weird, and it's, like, really, I don't know how weird, but they're saying it's almost an unfilmable film. So, if Denis Villeneuve can actually pull it off, then maybe there's a chance it could win Best Picture. Maybe. But then again, at least Lord of the Rings, like, had SAG love. Dune is just not. It's just only been a tech player. So that's a problem. I think the Academy could not connect with Anora and not give it anything. Not with this kind of guild support. Oh, no. No, Anora has DGA, PGA, and Writers Guild, and it might win SAG Ensemble. There's no way it's not going to win at least one award. No. He's changing Messiah a lot, and I flow with the first two. I would assume he would have to change Messiah a lot. Again, I'm fascinated. I'm fascinated. Wait, I just realized. Wait, hold on a second. Wait, someone said... Wait, hold on a second. Dune 3 versus Odyssey. Wait, are Dune and the Odyssey coming out the same year? If Dune and the Odyssey are coming out the same year, we're winning. We're eating, folks. We're going to be eating good. Do you not know? Like, we're getting a new Denis Villeneuve movie and a new Christopher Nolan movie the same year. Oh my God, that's awesome. Holy shit, I'm so excited for next year. Oh my God. And we're getting Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, and Clayface, the two new DC movies. My God, we're eating good. And I just realized we're going to get Shrek 5 as well. God, why can't we just skip over to 2026? Although, granted, I do want to see Superman. I do want to see Superman a lot, but oh my God. Odyssey versus Dune 3, it's like Clash of the Titans. Oh my God. I'm so excited for the Odyssey, because, like, that's, like, just straight up taking, like, ancient Greek myths and, like, Christopher Nolan doing that. Holy shit, that's going to be so cool. That's going to be so cool. Will you be streaming 2 hours? I'll probably go as long as I can, especially if it means hitting 60 members, which we only need... I think we only need 9 memberships to go until we can hit 60. Well, if we can hit 60 memberships, if we could just get 9 more memberships, my God, it is going to be such a good day for streaming. So, yeah. I love how everyone's done with this boring season. We're talking about 2027 already. Yeah. Wicked needs SAG Sweep to have a chance. I just don't know if... I don't think Wicked can ever win Best Picture. Because I've always said, you don't win Best Picture if you're not nominated for Director or Screenplay. And Wicked is not. I think it's just going to be a tech player. And, like, maybe the slight chance of Zoe Saldana. But the fact that she's just avoided any controversy with Emilia Perez, I think just shows that, they're going to give Zoe Saldana the Oscar. Everyone sign up. Yeah, sign up and become a member. My God. And like I said, if you are currently a member, you can gift memberships. You can gift memberships to people. And people can get memberships. It's so cool. And so, yeah. Like, I'm trying to think. Let's not forget, The Life of Chuck could be next season's frontrunner considering a one-tiff. I am looking very much out for The Life of Chuck. I am very much looking out for The Life of Chuck. Why Life of Chuck is going to be forgotten in 5 minutes. I don't know. I don't want to go against the TIFF winner. I don't want to go against... Now, granted, there's a chance it might not win Best Picture, but the fact that it got... That it won TIFF, it's like... It's going to get nominated. Like, they're probably going to, like... And plus, it's Neon. Neon is a pretty good campaigner for Best Picture these days. Like, they're very good at campaigning for Best Picture. So, I would not count out Life of Chuck. Oh. Life of Chuck's lost momentum because it didn't come out in 2024, and it's getting a May release. Again, I just think Neon is good. Neon's a good campaigner. Life of Chuck will obviously blank. I don't know about obviously. We'll see how everything goes, but right now I'm predicting Life of Chuck to win at least Adapted Screenplay. At least. And there was also a chance that Mark Hamill could win Supporting Actor. Again, we'll have to see. But I do feel like Neon's pretty good at campaigning. They are pretty good at campaigning. Neon has sentimental value, and I think if that wins at Cannes, it will be their Oscar frontrunner. What's sentimental value? Is there anything like? I don't know what this is. Sentimental value movie. Joachim Trier. That sounds familiar. Who is he? Worst person in the world. Okay. That's interesting. But I don't know. Is it gonna win? Is it like maybe not? We'll have to see. Corey Michael Smith is in there. I'm gonna be real. I think he should have gotten a nomination for Saturday Night. Like the way he played Chevy Chase was unbelievably good. He did, worst person in the world. Awards Obsession says, my bet Neon picks up something at Cannes. Maybe. Sentimental value is Joaquin Trier, who, yeah. Neon can only campaign one film a year, and they will go for one of their fall films. I mean, who knows? Neon's just pretty good at campaigning overall, so we'll have to see. Yeah. Trying to think of what, I love how, we just went from, talking about BAFTAs to now we're just talking about, the next Oscars. That's funny. Also, keep in mind, next year is when we're going to have Best Casting. And I think I will put that in, because, if you don't know my channel, before award season started, I would, do one predictions video a week. First week of the month, Best Picture. Then the next week, it would be... it would be director and screenplay. Then the next week it would be the acting categories, and then the next week it would be the below the line categories, and then after that it would start all over again the next month. I'll probably put the best casting category in the below the line categories, since that's going to be a new category and people will probably want to watch that video as well. How's one go to Cannes as a poor person? Well, as a poor person, I would not know, so I'm sorry. I'm in the same boat as you. What if Broken Tracks wins Screenplay Actress Picture? I don't know what Broken Tracks is. Is best casting above the line or below the line category? I'm confused on its status as a category. I'm going to assume best casting is going to be below the line because it's technically a craft, but I don't know. Everyone PayPal Hannahcast stat. You could, or like you could PayPal me, even though PayPal is being a butt to me right now. So I don't know. But however, what you could do also gift memberships. Hey, but again, you could also And I guess you and I deserve to be in Cannes. Honestly, if I were to go to a film festival, I would have to go with somebody else. Like I would and by somebody else, I mean I would need someone that where we could split the costs. I would go with multiple. I would not just go by myself. I would have to plan out with somebody so we can go. All right, we're gonna split the costs. It's gonna be cheaper for both of us, and do that. Dorm Tubes, we gotta bring Brother Bro collab to his channel so people can find your channel there. Well, technically, the Oscar Expert channel is not Brother Bro's channel. That's Cole's channel. That's Oscar Expert's channel. Brother Bro is just kind of there. Obviously, that's just something that he told me. It's like Cole runs the channel. So, and I've not spoken to Cole. Now, granted, it's not because of anything bad or anything. I'm just too scared to ask to collab with him or anything like that. But I don't know. I don't know. But however, but speaking of Brother Bro, I will be collabing with Brother Bro. I think technically next week. Actually, yeah, next week. Yeah, next Wednesday, I'm going to be collabing. I'm going to be releasing a video where Brother Bro and I are going to be giving our final Oscar predictions. So that's going to be fun. Oh wait, I gotta go to another page. There we go. Brazil will win Best International. I don't know. I think that's a long shot if I'm going to be honest, because BAFTA knew about the controversies. And they long-listed Kneecap for Best Film. So, if they wanted to, and not only did they long-list Kneecap for Best Film, they nominated Kneecap for Best Original Screenplay. So, if the BAFTAs wanted to, they could have given Film Not in the English Language to Kneecap to avoid the controversy. But they still went with Emilia Perez. I think we just need to reconcile with the fact that Emilia Perez is just going to take an international feature at the Oscars. It's just not, I'm Still Here is just not as strong as Emilia Perez. No, not Brother Bro. He's overly biased about Anora. I'm not biased about Anora, and yet I know it's gonna sweep. It's not a matter of being biased. I don't like the fact that Anora is taking all these awards. But it's just going to. It's just going to take a lot of Oscars. So, off topic, but because it seems like Conclave is winning editing, my biggest flex is having predicted it to win editing since June. Since June? Wow. Okay, that's big. That's wow. Wow, good call there. Good call. I'm predicting I'm Still Here to shock the world and win international feature. You could do that. You could do that at your own discretion, but I just can't. I cannot bet on that. I cannot bet on I'm Still Here beating a clearly stronger film. I just can't. Again, I'm not saying whether it should or shouldn't. I've not seen I'm Still Here, so I cannot say whether or not it should or shouldn't. But the fact of the matter is, it seems like the controversy. I think what happened with the whole controversy with Emilia Perez, I think what happened was that people just people not in the awards circuit, or people not like us, but but people who are not us, awards pundits, just general voters. I think what their logic is that Carlos Sofia Gascon has all the controversy that Emilia Perez has, so we could just ignore her and give the movie a bunch of other awards. That's kind of the logic they're going with. I'm Still Here is much stronger at the Oscars than at BAFTA with the Best Picture and Fernando Torres. No, so I don't think I think it'll win. Again, I don't know. I just can't bet on that. It doesn't even have screenplay or director nominations at the Oscars. How'd you get to talking to Brother Bro? The funny thing is, it all kind of started with like me posting like memes on Twitter. Like I did this one thing where I just like where I posted like a bunch of those Ken memes and I just had like, you know, I think I had like Oscar Expert, Brother Bro, Jonathan Fuji, Will Bavity. I think I did Matt Neglia, I think. But basically, it had like a bunch of puns, like for Oscar Expert Ken, I said this Ken is high on drugs, and the Brother Bro one was like this Ken is on slightly less drugs, and Brother Bro liked it, followed me, and ultimately he was looking for someone to, you know, design his award expert app, and I was like, oh well, he's following me, so I could just DM him. And, you know, then I designed the award expert app. I designed, or not the app, but the app icon that you would see, like, when on the App Store or Play Store. Like, when you actually see, oh, it's a little trophy with the film reel. That was my design. And so, you know, and then he's like, hey, you want to collab? I was like, hell yeah, I'll do that. And, you know, that's how we got to talking. It was cool. It was awesome. Oscar Expert has Strong winning SAG and Oscar. Strong? Wait. No, he does not have Jeremy Strong winning. No way. He does not, like, Cole does not have Jeremy Strong winning Best Actor. Come on. No, I mean supporting actor. Let's be real. No, he doesn't. Yeah, no, he has Jeremy Strong at number 5. You lie, Ben Langford. What will you do when the Oscars are over? Predict next year's? Says Shaquan Jackson. Yeah, actually, I'll do that. And I'm also going to be doing a lot more, you know, I'm going to try and maybe do more tier lists. I'm definitely going to do a lot more streams, because these streams do very well when it comes to members. And again, if you want to become a member on the Hannahcast YouTube channel, you can. You can gift subs, or you could just become, not subs, but you can gift memberships. You could just become a member. But yeah, it's all the way over here, so you could just do that. So, yeah, consider becoming a member. You get a lot of cool perks, especially these emojis. Let's go. Oh boy, look at all the emojis you can have. Anyone who's a channel member, put those emojis in chat to show what non-members can get if they become members. Let's go. But yeah, Awards Obsession says, I'm making my own app for awards predictions, actually. I studied software engineering. It's from a different angle. Ooh, I want to know how it's going to be different from Award Expert, if you're able to tell us. Like, that's fascinating. Have you seen Longlegs? No, I have not. I have not seen Longlegs. What are you predicting to win Best Picture next year? Right now I'm going with the After the Hunt, because there's a lot of above line potential. Julie Roberts is coming for that second Oscar. I don't know. I don't know, because I don't know what's happening. You know, I think what I'll probably do is just wait till the Oscar Expert puts his video out, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll just kind of see what's coming out and make my own assumptions. So, yeah. Oh, secret, huh? I see how it is. You should make a tier list of awards pundits in the off season. The problem is, I don't really watch a lot of awards pundits. Like, there are a few that I, like, actively watch. I actively watch Oscar Expert. I actively watch Jonathan Fuji. And I actively watch Ryan Castleman. I guess Dan Murrell counts, because he also follows awards season. So I guess I follow Dan Murrell. That's kind of it, actually. I don't really watch a lot of other ones. I mean, I followed a few of them on Twitter, but I haven't like watched a lot of their videos. But I will say I do want to try to see if I can watch every Best Picture winner, because one thing I want to do a lot more tier lists videos, and I'm actually going to be doing a few videos after the Oscars. Like, I'm going to do, like, not only just a few yeah, I'm going to do a few top 10 lists, and I'm also going to do a few, tier lists. In terms of top 10 lists, a couple that I need to do right now, I actually do need to do, but I just have not had time, are top 10 biggest Oscar nomination upsets of the 2020s, top 10 biggest snubs of the 2020s, and then after the Oscars are over, I'm going to do, like, maybe, best, like, the top 10, best wins of the 2020s, top 10 worst wins, top 10 biggest shocks in terms of Oscar wins, stuff like that. So, yeah. Oh, wait, if you look at shows nominated for SAG Ensemble, only Wicked is the actual ensemble and has more star power than the rest. Again, I don't know, but I just don't know. I just don't know if I think Anora's going to win because, again, it just has that much guild support. Let's see. I'll tell you one thing. Don't bet against Edward Berger's movie with Margot Robbie and Colin Farrell at next year's BAFTA. That director doesn't fail over there. Wait a minute. Edward Berger has another movie coming out this year? Wait, hold on a second. Does Edward Berger actually have another movie coming out this year? Because if that's the case, then that's an easy nomination. Right? Right? Let me know. Let me know. Wait. Nathan Flynn says maybe the guilds are wrong. The guilds are usually wrong when there's not a sweeper, but when there's a sweeper, they're not really wrong. Again, Honora has PGA, DGA, and Writers Guild. It is very rare for movies to lose Best Picture with all three of those. It is really rare. And if it wins SAG Ensemble, then it's unequivocally locked to win Best Picture at that point, because there has never been a film that won PGA, DGA, Writers Guild, and SAG and lost Best Picture. That's just never happened. The Ballad of a Small Player, except it seems smaller than his other two films, so more indie. I don't know. I'll probably still bet on that. Edward Berger is a very good bet for Best Picture. I think it's either Honora or Wicked in SAG Ensemble. I give a slight edge to Wicked because I don't know how to explain that Jonathan Bailey nom unless they're obsessed with Wicked. I don't know. It's possible it will happen now. I don't know. I'm not. I don't want. You can do that at your own discretion, but I can't really bet against the. I cannot bet against the guild love that Honora has right now. And I would love it if Wicked won Best Picture over Honora. I would love that more than anything. But I can't ignore where the race is going. So, Wicked is cooked at the Oscars, but SAG will do it just as Let Me Cope. Hopefully, we'll see. Also, someone in your chat wanted to collab. Who? What? Who? Then I hope Wicked for Good sweeps next year. Okay. Without spoiling it, from what I've heard, because I've not seen the stage show, from what I've heard, the second act of Wicked is not as good as the first act. Is that true or no? Oh, awards obsession. Well, I'll think about it. We'll see. We'll see. I actually don't really know that much. I actually haven't really seen you that much until recently. So we'll see. But let's see. But for anyone who has seen the Wicked stage show, like, is the second act like better or worse than Act 1? Because that could definitely determine as to whether or not Wicked for Good is going to do anything at the Oscars. The second act is way grittier. It's grittier, but is it better or is it worse? Handsome Cap says worse. Nathan Flynn says, actually, I got an idea. Let's do a poll. Let's do a poll, everybody. Let's do a poll. Hold on. There we go. Starting a poll. Wait. Shit. Wait. End poll. Wait. Damn it. Hold on. Damn it. I got the wrong one. Wait. I forgot to put in the. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hold on a second. Better worse. There we go. I don't know why I put yes and no. My God. Okay. There we go. If you've seen the Wicked stage show, is Act 2 better or worse than Act 1? That's what I need to know. Not which one's grittier or whatever. Is it better? Is it better than Act 1? Wait, no, don't spoil what happens. Don't spoil what happens. No. Oh, wait, Avatar 3. God, that's another one I have to figure out. Like, is Avatar 3 gonna get nominated? John M. Chu is teasing a PG-13 rating, darker and more disturbing scenes, expanded narrative focus, and supporting role power. 2 new original songs, expanded and improved character moments. We'll have to see, but again, I just need to know if it's better or worse than than Act 1. And so far, people are split, like, and leaning towards worse. So it's like that. If it's this split, I don't know. I don't know if I'll like predict Wicked for good for Best Picture, because if it's worse than Act 1, then that's not good. That's definitely not good for it. And the thing is, that's really bad because Dune Part 2 was way better reviewed than the first Dune. People thought it was better than the first Dune, and look how it performed at the Oscar nominations. It got nominated for half the awards that the first film got nominated for, and it got nominated for less awards than the first film won. And that was for a film that was considered better than the first Dune. And if Wicked for Good is not considered better than, like, if the second act of Wicked is considered worse than Act 1, then that's going to be really, really bad for it. That's going to be really, really bad. I've seen the stage show 6 times. Act 1 is more fun. Act 2 is a lot darker and has a lot of emotion towards the end. Not Best Picture winning, but Cynthia will have more momentum next year. But Dune Part 2 wouldn't win with Part 2 to its title. I don't think Part 1 or Part 2 really matters, because it's like, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, in the grand scheme of things, I don't think the title matters. It just matters as to whether or not it is a strong film. Act 2 of Wicked is more appealing to the Academy's taste, darker and less comedic, more emotional. But I don't know, because, like, people really liked the happiness of Wicked Part 1. Like, it got 10 nominations. It could surprise everyone. What are the chances it becomes a top 5 film of the year? Dune Part 2 is a middle chapter in the trilogy, cliffhanger and abrupt character arc ending. It's a TT effect. Is Dune Part 2 a cliffhanger? Because, like, that's how the book ends, if I'm not mistaken. That's how the book ends. That's just how the Dune book ends. Again, it's just one of those problems. That's the problem with this. It's like, I just don't know if Wicked... oh my... And the fact that people are so split over this, it's like no one can agree. Okay, it's just now gotten to worse. Like, worse. So, again, if it's this split, I don't know. Cinematically, it was a cliffhanger. Maybe, but I don't know. I just don't know. Wicked Part 1 was more Academy-friendly, in my opinion. That being said, we haven't seen Part 2, but Part 2 needs and will expand Glinda's role because she doesn't have a big solo act. Oh, a big solo in Act 2. Again, like I said, yeah. And obviously, you're not spoiling it, Shadow, don't worry. But like I said, people, don't spoil what happens in Part 2 because I've not seen the Wicked stage show, so just without spoilers, like, yeah. The worst things got... See, I just can't... I don't think I can predict Wicked Part 2 to get in Best Picture if they think Act 1... No, if they think Act 2 is worse than Act 1. Because at that point, they're going to be saying it's a disappointment. And that's the thing. Even if it's, like, still pretty well reviewed, if it's considered a disappointment, then that momentum is just going to go... Like, it's going to be, like, going kaput. Because they're going to think, oh, wow, well, Wicked Part 1 got 10 nominations. Let's go. We're going in for another Oscar contender. And then when they watch it and they're let down, they're like, oh. I'm just, But Wicked got a lot of applause during Screen Actors screening. Yeah, part 1 did! Part 1! John M. Chu says that we're not ready for it. He's teasing as the biggest film he's ever done. We'll have to wait and see. He's adding elements of the book too. It's going to do fine. Well, I mean, I know what, but here's the thing. I don't really want to take the word of the director trying to hype up his movie, because that's part of his job. He is supposed to hype up the film that he is making because the studio wants that movie to make money. So like, I don't really want to. So it's like I don't really want to go off of what the cast or crew is saying, because like they're working on that film. Like they're not gonna like, unless the movie's a complete absolute disaster like Madam Web, they're not gonna just say, yeah, it's not as good as the first one, but you guys are still gonna like it. No, they're gonna say, oh yeah, it's better than the first one. I need to see what people watching it actually feel about it. John M. Chu, Ariana Grande, Cynthia Erivo, Oscar winner next year's calling it Deal With It. Deal With It? If John M. Chu was, I would like John M. Chu to be nominated for Best Director here. I would like for Ariana Grande to win. Like, Deal With It? Me? I'm supporting Wicked. Believe me, if Wicked was winning Best Picture over Anora, I'd be doing a happy Irish jig, even though I'm not Irish. Like, I would be, my God, I'd be celebrating. But, like, I have to go off of what information we have, and I just don't think Wicked for Good is going to be that big of a player. It might get into some texts, but even then, it's going to be, the fact that it's a sequel is immediately, like, it's not going to be as strong. Also, unless they tone it down, it'll be hard to see them maintaining the PG rating for part 2, but they probably will. I'm wondering if they'll campaign Ariana and Cynthia will be in the same categories as this year. I don't know. I mean, deal with it to the people who said it might not get nominated again. Again, I just don't know. And I'm looking at this. The gap has widened even further. 69% nice percent of people think Wicked the second act of Wicked is worse than Act 1. So again, that's not great for it. That's not great. Wicked 2 and Avatar 3 will be the mainstream Best Picture noms next year. That's the thing. Like, is Avatar 3 actually happening? Because, like, I doubted Avatar 2, but then it actually happened. But then again, that was also a legacy sequel. But then at the same time, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, maybe Avatar 3 might happen. Avatar Fire and Ash. I mean, so it's like, should I just not doubt Avatar? I don't know. What? I don't think Zoe's Oscar will help Avatar 3. Yeah, I think it's going to be completely irrelevant. I don't think it's going to matter. It's just going to matter as to whether, like, for example, like, I don't think Robert Downey Jr.'s Oscar for Oppenheimer is going to help Avengers Avengers Doomsday for any big awards. So, not that I'm comparing Avengers to Avatar, but it's like, yeah, I don't think one has anything to do with the other. I think it's just going to be really tough seeing, like, I don't know. Maybe I could predict Avatar 3 for Best Picture. Because, the Avatar fans, they really, really love Avatar. They really love Avatar. The songs in Act 2 are not as recognizable to the mainstream, and they won't have songs like Popular or Defying Gravity lifting it up. Yeah. Avatar is a trash ripoff to Avatar The Last Airbender. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think they have anything to do with one another. The big song in Act 2 is For Good, I think. Oh. I think Act 2 is just a little bit worse. Still very good, and they can fix some of its problems as they'll expand it and add songs. Maybe. Now, if we get into a situation where, okay, we're going off the assumption that people don't really think Act 2 is as good as Act 1, the stage show. But if John M. Chu can somehow can improve on the problems that people had with Act 2, like, if he can actually solve some of those problems and make a better version, then maybe, like, if it's seen as, like, an improvement, like, wow, you actually fixed Act 2, then you might have, like, a legitimate case for this film winning Best Picture, because it's like, wow, you did the impossible. Have you seen Marriage Story? Yes, I have. It's great. The problem is, Wicked, both parts were filmed at the same time. Well, yeah, no, I'm saying, like, fixing the problems of Act 2 of the stage show. Like, if he can fix those obviously, any problems with Wicked Part 1, like, yeah, you can't fix those. But, like, he could, like, you know, if they planned out these Wicked movies and said, okay, we know how people think, we know what people think of Act 2 of Wicked. Let's just fix those problems. If they can do that, then alright, maybe we might have something on our hands here. Avatar 3 ends on a cliffhanger, teasing the fourth film, which ends on another cliffhanger, leading to a fifth film finale, and then it's gonna go back to Two Towers at the Oscars. I gotta go with my SAG. I gotta go film my SAG predictions now. Take care for now. Hey, bye, Awards Obsession. Thanks for becoming a member. Everyone say bye. Bye, Awards Obsession. The Awards Garage, movies and more. Just at my power rankings, I'm curious what is your number one currently for original screenplay and or editing, because I pulled my hair out trying to decide, and I'm bald, so it was weird. Oh, I mean, if you're pulling your hair out while bald, you're probably just ripping out your scalp. But for original screenplay, I'm just gonna go with Anora, because I can't imagine A Real Pain's gonna win at the Oscars, because ever since they expanded Best Picture at the Oscars, past 5 nominees, they've never once given it, like, when they expanded Best Picture, they've never once given it to a film, like, they've never once given a screenplay Oscar to a film that was not also in Best Picture ever since they expanded the lineup. So, I'm going with Anora, and with editing, I'm just going to go with Conclave. It won the BAFTA, and it's the only film that's, like, BAFTA's going to be the only precursor we really have, because, like, the Eddie Awards are going to be happening after the Oscars, and the Critics' Choice Awards gave it to Challengers, and Challengers isn't nominated, so, yeah. Let's see. Do you think Anora winning Best Pictures would sway voters to pick it in editing? Oh, God. Oh, no. I can't really imagine that, because, like, that would have to go off of no precursor support whatsoever. But, oh, my God. If Anora won 5 Oscars, I'd be just like, I mean, you'd be getting a rage video, a bigger rage video than ever before. I'm like, my God, we're giving Anora 5 Oscars? But, yeah, no, I can't imagine that. Oh, my God. Would The Apprentice and Hillbilly Elegy make a good double feature? That would be so, like, well, I don't know about a good double feature, because one of those movies is good, and the other one is Hillbilly Elegy. God, man, fuck you, Ron Howard, for platforming J.D. Vance like that. Fucking God, oh my God. Even taking that out of the equation, Hillbilly Elegy is such a bad movie. Like, oh my God. Rodney Dollar says, I don't think Mikey is winning. I think her age might be a factor. I thought that, but at the same time, the fact that she was pretty much the only win that BAFTA gave Anora, at least in terms of awards that the Oscars also have, I think it just shows that even though Anora was weak at the BAFTAs, she is that strong. And we know the Oscars are going to love Anora way more than BAFTA. So I hate to say it, but I think it's kind of over. I think it's Jover. I think Mikey Madison wins the Oscar. Do you not like J.D. Vance? Oh, I don't. I really don't. I really, really don't. No, I don't. No. Let's see. If Mikey wins SAG, it's over if she wins. If Demi wins SAG, it's still a race between her and Mikey. It's technically still a race, But the fact of the matter is that, you know, there's still, like, Honora's going to have a big day at the Oscars. And if Mikey Madison can even win Best Actress at BAFTA, I think she's going to take the Oscar, unfortunately. I need Demi Moore to win SAGs, which I feel she will. She might still win SAG, but I don't think that would change my predictions, because I think the tide has just shifted over to Honora. I'd rather pluck all my nails out than watch Mikey win Best Actress this race. Look, same, but I can't. Like, it's just gonna happen. Like, that Honora's just gonna have a big night at the Oscars. Why do you not like him? I just think he's a bad person, and he's like, I don't like his politics. I don't know what else you want me to say about J.D. Vance. I just don't like the guy. But yeah. Anyways, BAFTA didn't like the substance as much as I thought they would. No, with no original screenplay and no Best Actress win. Yeah. Do we get to see any couch fucking in Hillbilly Elegy? Asking for a friend, of course. No, unfortunately. Well, okay. Well, then, like, yeah, there's no couch fucking in Hillbilly Elegy. There's none. So yeah. Let's see. Why do I feel like this might be Demi Moore's only chance at ever winning an Oscar? It might be. You're not wrong. If not Demi, it should be Fernanda Torres. I'd much rather have that. I would like... Well, then I can't say if I would like Fernanda Torres' win, because I've not seen the movie. But, I mean, I can't imagine the performance would be that bad. What do you think would win Best Casting this year at the Oscars? Ooh, that's interesting. Because I wonder if the Oscars would try to view it as an ensemble award. So, like, maybe Honora would win. Maybe Honora? Like, that's an easy award they could give it. Fernanda is very good and I'm still here, but I still think it's a hurdle for her to win. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, she does have the Golden Globe. She's won a Golden Globe, but she was nominated nowhere else and wasn't even longlisted at BAFTA. I just cannot predict her to win the Oscar off of only a Golden Globe nomination. That would just be so random out of nowhere. Still believe Wicked for Good will make it for next award season. I mean, who knows? But I don't know. It just looks like oh. I think she's number 3 behind Mikey and Demi. That's fair. That's a fair assumption to make. Yeah. Good question. Would best casting be more of a representation of the ensemble or the casting director? Because I know it's for the casting director, but would the Oscars look at it for ensemble? They might. It's sort of like how, like, in some years they would get confused as to which was sound mixing or sound editing. Even though granted, sometimes I could see either way. Like, Bohemian Rhapsody winning sound editing, I don't mind, because like they literally show you how they create the sound in the movie, so it's like it's not bad, but you know what I'm saying, like they could get confused. But then again, the substance winning hair is taking hair and makeup. Wouldn't that factor into who wins the acting category? I mean, maybe, but at the same time, the substance could just be Vice, where Vice, you know, won Best Makeup, but then Christian Bale was just optional. They didn't have to go for him. Hannahcast, I just watched your BAFTA reactions. Oh my god, thanks, Ben Langford. Thanks. Can we see an upset in makeup Oscar with the substance losing because the Academy and their horror bias standing tall? Well, I think the one film that probably could beat the... If there was any film that could beat the substance, I would have to say it's Emilia Perez. I would only do that if the controversy never happened. But now there has been that controversy. No, so I think the substance will be fine in makeup. The substance could get hair and makeup, maybe original screenplay. Not original screenplay, not anymore. Not if it lost the BAFTA. If it lost the BAFTA, like the fact that it lost the BAFTA, I think its chances in screenplay are done. Both Jennifer and Emma were previous nominees and in huge franchises. Oh, Che's here. Hey, Che. Everyone, Che's here. Big supporter of the channel. Could be a real pain. Could a real pain be original screenplay? No, because like I said, Rodney, a real pain is not nominated for Best Picture, and ever since they expanded the Best Picture lineup, past 5 nominees, there has not been a single screenplay winner, adapted or original, that was not also nominated for Best Picture. So, and a real pain is not nominated for Best Picture. So ultimately, it cannot win Best Original Screenplay. It cannot. It cannot do that. There's no way it can win. We don't want the damn makeup award. I mean, I would like The Substance to win Best Makeup. It deserves it. It just deserves it. I don't think it's a pity award that The Substance is winning makeup. Like, it genuinely does deserve Best Makeup. The Substance is also a Best Picture nominee. I don't know why people think Demi is so weak now. Like, don't lose faith. The problem is that Anora is stronger as a film. Anora is stronger, and the fact that Anora did not perform that well at BAFTA, and yet Mikey Madison still won, and we know the guilds are going all out for Anora. I think sadly Demi Moore's not going to take lead actress. Do you think Mikey Madison was the only actress that could pull off Anora? I don't know. I don't like Anora, so I can't really say. Which of Anora's 4 likely wins do you think is weakest? I mean, I guess it's least likely to win lead actress because, like, Demi Moore is still pretty strong, and I genuinely don't think anything is going to really challenge Anora for screenplay. So I would say technically it'd be lead actress, but like, or wait a minute. Wait, hold on a second. Wait. Oh yeah, 4 likely wins. Yeah. So yeah, I would say actress is technically at least likely for Anora to win, but I still think it's going to win lead actress at that point. It happened with Austin Butler, and y'all lost faith in Brendan. But at the same time, Brendan had, like, his performance was the movie. Like literally the poster for all those years was, no, not all those years, but like, literally the poster was just him, like, tearing up. Like, that's all you need to be convinced. Whereas Demi Moore, it's one of those performances where you still have to, like, look into. And I would vote for Demi Moore. Okay, in a perfect world, I would vote for Lily Rose Depp for Nosferatu, but still. Like, among the Best Picture nominees, I would probably vote for Demi Moore, but it's just they do typically like the stronger movies. The Substance doesn't work without Demi. Same, but it just feels like they might think it's optional. Do you agree that Odyssey First Look looks awful? No, I mean it's just an image of Matt Damon as Odysseus. I think it looks fine. I think he looks fine. I mean, I don't think it looks wrong. So for one image of like Matt Damon having his back turned, dressed up as Odysseus, it's like I think he looks good. Yeah. The Substance can. Mudstyle says The Substance can win Best Screenplay. I mean, it technically can, but I don't think it will because I think it needed BAFTA. If The Substance won Best Screenplay at BAFTA, that would mean a lot. But it hasn't won BAFTA. It's just gonna be. I think it's just gonna be. Yeah. I think The Substance has a shot at more than makeup. It has a shot at lead actress, I would say, definitely. But it's like. I just feel like, I just feel like it's not looking likely to win anything just other than just makeup. And like I said, guys, like as you can see with the little message up here, we're trying to get to 60 members today. We only have 9 more to go. We only have 9 members to go. Because I know we did just get a new member today with what was it? With Awards Obsession. She became a member, and so yeah, like so we only need 9 more to go for to reach 60 members. Let's see if we can do that tonight. Gemini will definitely prevail. I will will it into existence. If you, y'all, we gotta manifest Demi. Please, I would love that. I would love if Demi Moore won. If she wins, I'm gonna be so happy. But I feel like every time I try to predict something good for the Oscars, this year just doesn't happen. So would you take a Gascon win over Madison? Okay, no. Like, if it weren't for the tweets, like, yeah. The funny thing is, before the tweets, I was actually rooting for Carla Sofia Gascon because I thought her performance was very, very good. But then we found out what kind of person she was. I'm like, oh, she's actually a piece of shit. So I can't really root for her anymore. So I guess technically I would root for Mikey over Carla. But man, why do we have to be in this position? Why do we have to be in this position? But luckily we're not, because Carla's not winning. If Demi won actress and screenplay won, that would only happen if the substance was upset for Best Picture. But Honora has way too much support for the substance to prevail. Yeah, that's the problem. Honora is just way too strong. Honora has PGA, DGA, and Writers Guild. That's already like, and especially since it was unexpected. The fact that it was this unexpected, I think, just shows that that Honora has way more strength than we're giving it credit for. I'll take anything but Honora at this point, probably. But let's see. Let the Carla Sofia Gascon situation be a lesson for casting directors to look into the people they're hiring. Yeah, I don't understand this. How do they not do background checks on these people? Like, how? Like, that's so dumb. It's like, guys, come on. Carla didn't have good PR training, and it's pathetic. Yeah, she really did not have... Like, she didn't have any PR training whatsoever. Like, my God. If SAGs don't end with Demi winning, see you next year for Wicked for good. Then Jesse gave such a nice speech. Yeah, Jesse Eisenberg gave some pretty funny speeches last night. But again, I just don't think it's repeating at the Oscars. I like how Amelia the better musical than Wicked is stupid. Yeah. It's tough. Dormtune says, a real pain would be my vote to win, but it won't, which saddens me. I have not seen The Brutalist yet. I'll watch it tomorrow. But The Substance so far would be my pick to win original screenplay. There's nothing to Honora's screenplay. The middle part is messy AF. Yeah, I just thought it was a very annoying film, and it's just like, I just don't really think Honora's very good. If Honora wins, would it become your least favorite Best Picture winner? Of the ones I've seen, probably yes. And I already didn't like Nomadland or Everything Everywhere All at Once, but at least I didn't feel upset. Because, like, at least I liked the people behind Everything Everywhere All at Once. Like, yeah, they seem cool. Like, I really liked... Like, I do like the attitude that, you know, the Daniels have. I you know, and given the nominees, I would have voted for Michelle Yeoh and Ke Huy Quan. So I didn't mind. I didn't like that it won Best Picture, but I wasn't like upset. Honora is just giving me bad vibes all around. Wonder where you'll put Nora in the Best Picture wins of the decade. Oh yeah. That's another thing. I'm going to be doing some tier lists. I'm definitely going to do a tier list. Honestly, I probably whenever I see Brutalist, Complete Unknown, and I'm Still Here, I'm going to do a tier list of the Best Picture nominees of the 2020s, since we are halfway through the decade now. So yeah. What if on Oscar night Zoe loses the Oscar to Grande because the Academy does not like the overall idea of the controversy? I'd be happy because Ariana Grande would be my pick to win. Oh my God. Nomadland is not boring. It's a compelling story that is ambitious and well crafted. I disagree. I do think it's boring, but hey, we all have different opinions. Uh, I saw the TV Glow was really was robbed of being that trans representation movie at the Oscars. Justice Smith should have been nominated. I've seen the TV Glow yet. I've still not seen that film. So far, Demi has been given the best speeches, and Zoe's speech has been so tone deaf. Like, do you really need to cry every single time? Jeez. I mean, I don't want to say her. I don't want to try to claim that her emotions are false, because maybe she actually does feel that way. Like, I don't really want to speak for her emotions like that, but I'm not really enthusiastic about Zoe Saldana winning. You might not like us on the TV Globe, but maybe you will. I don't know. To be fair, like, to be fair, I saw the TV Glow, I should know. To be fair, like, no one can really guess my taste in movies, because, like, it's, like, so random. It's a party, get down, so random. But, yeah, it'll put an emoji if you get that reference. But, yeah, like, my taste in movies is, like, very unpredictable. Honestly, a lot of people still want Demi to win. But I mean, they might want Mikey Madison to win more, because the movie's just like, wait, hold on. I just feel you might not like it because it's more slow. I mean, I don't mind slow-paced movies. I mean, look at the Zone of Interest, but it really depends on, like, if it's just paced well. If it's interesting and paced well, then we might have something. But yeah. Isaac Wong, Sean Wong, and Joan Chen should have been nominated instead of Amelia Perez. I like Dee quite a bit. I don't. I probably would have put them, over Amelia Perez and stuff, but like, like I would not. I don't think I don't think I'm in the award expert. I nominated Dee for anything. Will Demi Moore have a nervous breakdown and have an anxiety panic attack if she loses the Oscar because she's worked so long and so hard for a win? This could hurt her if she lashes out at someone. That's just assuming bad faith in someone, Ant. Like that's assuming really bad faith in someone. I don't like entertaining that, like, because we can't just assume that people are just going to be that mean. Like, and we have no real evidence to show that, that Demi Moore is going to act like that. Like, no. Yeah, she's way more, I feel she's way more professional and composed. Like, I just don't like, yeah, just an observation. I don't know observation, but, like, I don't know what observation you could make out of that, really. It's like, that's just like a really random thing to say. Yeah, bro, she's been Nathan Flynn says she's been famous for like 50 years. She definitely knows how to handle any outcome. Yeah, I don't think she would get legitimately like angry and lash out over not winning an Oscar. Like, no, like it's just how show business goes. Like, let me lash out. Let me get angry. Like, we don't need celebrities doing that. No. I mean, Eddie Murphy walked out when he lost his Oscar. When he lost his Oscar, which he should have won. Yeah, but again, he didn't lash out. But even then, I don't like that Eddie Murphy did that. It's like I just don't like the idea of getting upset when you don't win an award, or at the very least, like, getting angry when you don't win an award. It's like that's just how it happens, Especially for someone like Eddie Murphy, where, like, you already got like a ton of money, my guy. Like, you're fine. You're gonna be just fine. Like, I wouldn't get, like, obviously, yeah, can you feel a little bit bummed on the inside? Sure. But I would still say keep everything calm and composed. Like, you don't need, like, you don't, like, you need to take it like a good sport, Be angry at Bill Murray, then. What? What, Bill, what? Remember when Sylvester Stallone lost the Oscar? Yeah, in hindsight, I don't really feel bad for him. In hindsight, again, just like people he's associated himself with recently. But yeah, that was kind of a big shock to me back then. Yeah, these actors are professionals. They are like. Oh, he told Lucy Liu she couldn't act to her face. I mean, yeah, but Bill Murray's also kind of a dick. I mean, I don't like. I don't know where. Admittedly, I don't know where this conversation's going, but it's like. Well, like, no. Demi Moore's not gonna throw a fit if she loses the Oscar. I don't think she would. I don't think people should throw fits if they're losing an award. Like, cause like that's I feel like let the fans throw the fits. Let them do that. Like, there's gonna be plenty of like. It's also sort of like the same reason why I don't like when like Martin Scorsese is talking about like Marvel movies not being cinema. Granted, he's not like lashing out, but it's also just like. I just don't like it when celebrities like try to divide fans against each other. I don't like it when they stoke the flames. So like I just feel like let the fans just do their own thing, calm them down. But it's like you don't need to get involved in this. You do not need to be involved in the fandom mess. You don't need to do that. You don't need to involve yourself in that. If you want, let's see. Rodney says, if you want to throw a fed, go do that in your own time. Yeah, like take it out on like, play some GTA, or some sort of game like that. But yeah, oh boy. But yeah, let's just move on to another subject because people don't. It seems like people don't care about this, at least in terms because the views have tanked. Oh. But let's see. Captain America: The Winter Soldier is better than most of Best Picture nominees. Yeah, honestly, yeah. I'm kind of like, honestly, let's look at the Best Picture nominees actually. See also Academy Awards. All right, let's take a look. What do I think Captain America: The Winter Soldier is better than? It's definitely better than Nora. I can't say it's better than The Brutalist or A Complete Unknown because I have not seen those movies. Conclave. I think Conclave's better than Winter Soldier. Dune Part 2 is definitely better than Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier's better than Emilia Perez. I think Winter Soldier is slightly better than Nickel Boys. The Substance, kind of a toss-up to be honest, maybe Substance is better slightly. And Wicked, probably better than Winter Soldier. So there's at least a chunk of movies I think Winter Soldier is better than. Let's see. Wicked is better than Chicago though. Oh, I don't know about that. Like, I love Chicago. Chicago might be in my top 20 movies of all time. So like, them's fighting words. Rodney, them's fighting words. We're gonna fight, yeah. But yeah. Wicked is a better film than Emilia Perez. Still, that's yeah. In the Heights better than West Side Story. Whoa! Okay, that's a hot take for me because West Side Story is in my top 10 favorite movies of all time. Them's fighting words. Them's fighting words. Whoa! But again, it's all just opinion. It's all just opinions. So don't worry, we're all good here. I love La La Land better than any musical. La La Land is pretty great. Have you seen The Pianist? No, I have not seen The Pianist. I have not. In the Heights songs are not even memorable. I mean, I love In the Heights. Don't get me wrong. I love In the Heights. It was in my top 10 movies of that year. I just don't think it's better than West Side Story, in my opinion. But hey, I do love me some In the Heights. In the Heights. Also, 96,000 is a really good song as well. 96,000. Damn. 96,000. I like the original West Side Story having a... I don't know what happened there, but okay, I'm back. Ronnie says, I don't like the original West Side Story having a majority white cast and only one Latina. Yeah, that, like, I when I was younger, I used to love the original West Side Story, but then I found out that most of the cast was white, and I was like, what? And then when I saw Steven Spielberg's West Side Story, I was like, oh, wow, I was missing out, because, like, the original West Side Story does not have this much style in it. And I feel like when it comes to West Side Story, if you're going to have a movie about race and racial tension and stuff, and how everybody should get along, I feel like it kind of undercuts the message if the people of color are being played by white people. Doesn't that kind of negate the message a bit? So yeah, the remake of West Side Story is goated. I want to see Cameron Diaz or Lucy Liu get an Oscar nomination one day. Ooh, Cameron Diaz. Maybe one of these days for Cameron Diaz, but she just or Lucy Liu. Is it, actually, right now, does she pronounce her name, I need to know, does Lucy Liu pronounce her own name as Liu or Lu? Because I know Simu Liu, he says that his name is pronounced Liu, but Lucy, like, I don't know if I've heard her say her own name yet. That's one thing I always try to do. Like, whenever I see, like, celebrities and I don't really know how to pronounce their names, I always, like, try to look on YouTube to find if, like, they've said their own name. Because that's how I can figure out, like, how to pronounce the name. Like, for example, with Brendan Fraser, it's not, for the longest time I thought it was Brendan Fraser, but then I saw a video where it was like, it's Fraser. What the? One musical film adaptation that could cause a lot of problems, Miss Saigon. I have no idea what Miss Saigon is. I have no idea what that is. Shaquan Jackson says, is Whiplash one of your favorite films? It's not one of my favorite films, but however, it is a very, very great film. It's a fantastic film. One of the best of the 2010s. Cameron Diaz, Drew Barrymore, Lucy Liu, Oscar nomination one day, I hope. And maybe they have a reunion at this year's Oscars because the first film was 25 years old. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. We already know what some of the presenters are for the Oscars are going to be, and I haven't seen any of them. So, do you like the film Mother? I have not seen Mother. I mean, let's see. I mean, that trio presented back in the 2000s, but I think her last name is Liu. I mean, yeah, no, I know her last name is spelled like that, but is it pronounced? I need to know. I need to look up if her name is pronounced Lu or Liu. If she actually how she pronounces her name. Because again, like, I know Simu Liu, his name is pronounced Liu, but I've heard a lot of people say Lucy Liu, but I don't know how she pronounces it. So I need to figure that out. Let's see. Amy Adams is the best actress without an Oscar. She should have won for Arrival. What are your thoughts? I still probably would have given the award to Emma Stone, but I would have nominated Amy Adams for Arrival. I thought she was fantastic in that film. Will Glenn Close ever win an Oscar? I think, like, we could always say, will this person ever win an Oscar? But ultimately, it just depends on if they get the right role at the right time. Like, I never thought Robert Downey Jr. would win an Oscar, and then he ended up being an undeniable frontrunner for Oppenheimer. So, we can never know for sure. We can never know for sure. Maybe, maybe not. We'll have to see. Devin says, Hannah, what are the results for your Wicked poll about Act 2? 60% say that Act 2 is worse than Act 1, which again is not very helpful. So, or like, it's not encouraging, I should say, for Wicked Part 2 this year. I thought Mark Ruffalo would win an Oscar before Robert Downey Jr. Yeah, probably. I would have thought that as well. I mean, could Scarlett Johansson win an Oscar one day? Again, if she finds the right role, then sure. But again, it's one of those things where it's like, we just don't know what movies, what movies could happen. That's the thing. Ah. Margot Robbie, I hope has an Oscar soon, but I feel like it might be for producing than acting, but I wish it was for lead actress. Producing, yeah, sure. Also, another thing I just realized, I never would have imagined, even though she's not going to win, I never would have imagined, Ariana Grande would have been nominated for an acting Oscar. Not that I don't think she's great, but I just didn't think she would be given the right role. But again, look at her. She she's done very well with Wicked. So again, you never know. You never. I would have thought if Ariana Grande was going to get nominated for an Oscar, it would be like for best song. But again, you never know. You never know. Ariana Grande might win next year. It just depends on how strong Wicked for Good is. It all just depends on how strong that film is. And like I said, guys, can we hit 60 members? Can we get 9 memberships today? Because my God, we are so close. We are so close to 60 members. My God, ooh. Best Supporting Performance, definitely Ariana, but Zoe's winning for her career, I feel. I think that's probably likely, and plus, Emilia Perez was very, very strong with nominations. So, yeah. Ariana is campaigning in lead next year. It'll be difficult. Is she, though? Do we know that for a fact, or is it just rumors? Because they might just put her in supporting again. We don't know. We genuinely don't know. She's never gonna get another actor Oscar acting nod. As nice as it would be, there's not much competition in an actress in the past few years. Again, you never know. Again, I never thought Robert Downey Jr. would win an Oscar, but then here we are. It's like Universal said it. I have not seen this. I've not seen this. Yeah, the one Angelina Jolie couldn't get in this year. Yeah, I thought Angelina Jolie was locked in for a Best Actress nomination, yet she didn't get in. So it really just depends on again, we never really see this coming. Yeah, so we just don't know. We just so when it comes to these, we just don't know. So yeah, guys. I might get let's see. I might Nathan. I think she's more likely to win for song. Yeah, we're talking about Ariana Grande or someone like that. Yeah, probably. Yeah. But yeah, since we looks like we are slowing down. So yeah, if we're not gonna we might not be getting any more members today. But still, we did get one. That was great. But yeah. Oh, I think you're talking about Cynthia winning song next year. Oh, okay, yeah, that could happen too. If she's one of the writers, then yeah, she would. Yeah, she would maybe. I think it also depends on how strong Wicked for Good is. That's another factor we would need to put in. So yeah, Wicked for Good. I pray for a sweep next year after this year's award season. One can hope. One can hope. Thanks for answering all our questions. Great stream. Hey, thank you guys for coming. Bye. Yeah, like I said, let's see what the schedule's gonna look like this week. All right. I'm gonna be doing a members only stream on Thursday. So there's that. I'm going to be doing a members-only stream on Thursday. And that's a day after. No, wrong one. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a members-only stream. Also, tomorrow will be SAG Awards winners predictions. All right, watch out for that. And also, on Friday I'll be doing my SAG Awards pregame show. So yeah, there's going to be that. This is going to be a pretty busy week. I must say. What was it? Hold on, what were you saying? I mean, what's going to be the Emilia of next year? That's the thing. We don't really know. We can't really say what's going to be this movie of this year because like every year is different. There's nothing is really like the same. Like nothing's really the same. Wicked SAG Ensemble. I think it'll be a Nora considering how strong the film is overall, but we'll have to see. But yeah, guys, you know what? Might as well. You know, I might as well. You know, let's gift some memberships. All right. So yeah, this is gonna be it for this month. This is gonna be it for me gifting memberships this month. But if anyone else wants to gift memberships, we could do that. Let's see. All right, we've get to for. Uh-oh. Let's see. Miguel Fonesca, Gilberto Benitez, Kid Lorenz, TBI Mariana, and Nick Das have become members. All right. All right, we've gotten more members now. There we go. But yeah, SAG's be telling. We'll see, but again, SAG is like that's the problem. Like SAG is happening after Oscar voting has already finished, so we'll have to see. Still kind of don't want Nora to win. Yeah, I don't want Nora to win either, but I'm just kind of going off of what could be the case. But you hated the film. Well, again, I didn't hate Nora, but again, I got. But that's the thing. When it comes to Oscar predicting, you gotta separate what you do win from what you don't, from what you think will win from what you want to win. I don't want Nora to win, but I think it's pretty obvious the guilds are really, really loving Nora. So if Timothy wins SAG, does he have a chance for the Oscar? I mean, he has a chance, but the problem is like by the time the SAGs come out, Oscar voting will have ended already. In fact, I think the Oscar voting ends today. So yeah. Mikey is 50-50 at SAG, maybe. I think Adrian Brody is still winning. I think Adrian Brody will win the Oscar. I think even if Timmy wins SAG, Adrian Brody will win the Oscar. But yeah, it's not looking great for Timmy. Not looking great at all. Oh, wait, oh, there's more people coming in. So yeah, anyone else have any questions? Like, you know, kind of going into award season. I feel, let's see, Rodney says, I feel Adrian and Kieran winning for performances and Zoe's for her career and winning for the worst film in her filmography. I mean, to be fair, they probably still do really like her performance. I mean, I don't want to just, like, completely say it's only for the career narrative. Maybe they just do like her performance that much. So, like, I don't want to inject my own opinions into others, so, like, yeah. But Brendan Fraser won SAG and lost BAFTA and he won the Oscar. But Brendan Fraser also won the Critics' Choice Award, that's the thing. And he also, yeah, like Brendan Fraser also won Critics' Choice, so he had at least some buzz. And not only that, the movie was The Whale was carried by Brendan Fraser's performance, just completely carried by his performance. Like literally, the poster was just him like nearing on the verge of tears. So it's like, I don't know. How do we eliminate Honor? I think, honestly, that could be that rare film to not win. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to go against Honora winning Ensemble. I just don't want to go against it. It's just really, really strong in the guilds. It's really, really strong. So, yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Oh, man. Oh. Are you watching The Brutalist tomorrow? It comes out on digital. Yep, I am going to try watch The Brutalist. I am going to watch I'm going to try to watch The Brutalist tomorrow. So yeah, yeah. I like to know your thoughts. Yeah, I'm going to try watching The Brutalist tomorrow. Maybe I might even do like a members only video talking about my thoughts on The Brutalist, because reviews don't really do well on my channel. But who knows? We'll have to see. But yeah, I'll try. I'll probably even do like a little members only video talking about my thoughts on The Brutalist. So there's that. Maybe when it comes to movies that I've seen late, I could probably start doing more members-only videos where I kind of give my thoughts on them, like quick thoughts. Because people don't really seem to like watching reviews for movies where everyone else has already reviewed it. So maybe for like late reviews, I could just talk about those in a members-only video. Which, yeah. So yeah, that's a thing. Companion comes out on digital tomorrow. Are you watching that? I have no idea what Companion is. I've never even heard of it. Yeah, I've never heard of this movie. I never heard of it. Oh, Jack Quaid's in it. That's cool. Still pulling for the substance, but hope slipping away. Yeah. The fact that it's 4 hours, I can't see myself dedicating myself to understanding it. I feel like most people haven't actually seen The Brutalist. No, I do believe like voters are going to have watched The Brutalist. I do think they've watched The Brutalist. But does Oscar voting end tomorrow? I thought Oscar voting ended today. Whether it's today or tomorrow, I mean, potato. It's still, whatever SAG does, it's probably not going to affect the Oscars that much. Or maybe most people haven't seen the whole thing. I don't know. I just think ultimately maybe there's just not enough passion for The Brutalist as is. But yeah, we'll have to see. Do you think it's valid that some Oscar voters had trouble with the third act of The Substance? I mean, film is subjective, so if the third act didn't really do it for you, that's valid. Like, that's fine. That's just having a different opinion. Is Brody going to be the only win for The Brutalist? I mean, I don't think the director is getting Best Director. I do think The Brutalist is winning. I think it's winning score and cinematography. I think The Brutalist will get 3 Oscars, but it's not going to win director and it's not going to win picture. I do want to hope that Emilia Perez just wins 1 award. No, I think it's winning 3. I think it's winning Supporting Actress, International Film, and also Best Original Song. Kid Lorenz says, just so you know, The Brutalist is about an immigrant's depression chasing his American dream. I feel like maybe many people didn't get the message at first. I mean, who knows? I mean, we'll have to see. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see about that. We will have to see. So yeah, what else is there to discuss? What else is there to discuss about either this award season or next award season? Unless you want me to hop off, whichever one of those two. I will always believe A24 botched the awards campaign with The Brutalist. They also botched the campaign for Sing Sing. Sing Sing should have gotten in. Like they completely botched Brutalist. They completely botched Sing Sing, and now we have Anora winning. What if Anora gets director and nothing else? That would be weird. I can't really... I don't expect that to happen. Because, yeah, Power of the Dog did that, but you could see the signs that Power of the Dog was only going to win Best Director. But here, because Power of the Dog was underperforming at the guilds. But, Anora is sweeping the guilds, so I can't expect that to happen. They botched the campaign for Queer. Maybe. I have not seen Queer yet, but we'll have to... Yeah. Have you seen any Sundance 2025 movies yet? No, because I'm not one of the cool kids. I don't have the money for film festivals. I don't even have money for rent. Ugh. Which is why I'm trying to push for memberships. Again, if you want to become a member, on a YouTube channel member, they're $2 a month. You get lots of cool things like members-only videos, shout-outs at the end of my videos, members-only polls, members-only live streams. We're going to be doing movie nights, and we're going to be doing a lot of other cool things and movie clubs. You get fun emojis in chat for those who, for those who are members. Put your emojis in chat. Put them up in chat. Let's go. But yeah, consider becoming a member. It really means a lot. How many films in theaters did you see last year? Well, last year I didn't really have a lot of money. So, like, I saw Deadpool and Wolverine. I saw Conclave. I saw Dune Part 2. I saw Wicked. That might be it. I think I only saw, like, 4 movies in theaters last year. Ugh. Do you find it surprising Isaac Wong didn't get the Young Actor Award? So odd. At first I thought it was odd, but then I realized, oh wait, my old ass got nominated for the DGA for like first time director, and it got nominated for Writers Guild for original screenplay. So I feel like I should have realized that that my old ass had like more momentum behind it. Will you see Captain America Brave New World? If I get into a stable financial situation, probably, but as of now, probably not. At least not in theaters. Do you have winning, what do you have winning subs, stunts at SAG? I'm thinking the Fall Guy. Considering I don't have Wicked winning anything so far, I'm actually kind of predicting Wicked for stunts, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but I think they're just gonna see the dancing, because, like, keep in mind, these aren't stunt people, like, okay, stunt people do vote for stunt ensemble, but the thing is, everybody at SAG votes for stunt ensemble, so, like, because the thing is, every stunt performer is an actor, but not every actor is a stunt performer. And so the vast majority of the people voting at SAG have no experience in stunts. So they're probably just going to choose Wicked, because that's like the only award they can probably give it. Crash or Green Book or Emilia Perez, which is worse for you? Well, I've not seen Crash, so I can't really say. I mean, can you predict, is Zootopia 2 not winning animated feature next year? I don't think Zootopia 2 is winning. No, I think it's... right now, I would predict Wildwood. I mean, Barbie got to SAGs and didn't win at stunts and lost everything. That is true. I mean, Wicked... I mean, yeah, Wicked... But Wicked, like, overperformed with nominations. Like, it got... Like, even Jonathan Bailey got in. Whereas, like, the SAGs last year, you know, like... America Ferrera did not get nominated, so I just don't know. I don't know what to think. I gotta go. Have a good one. Thanks, Nathan Flynn. And you know what? I might get ready to end my stream as well. Because we've been going at it for about nearly 2.5 hours. We got some extra members today, especially one paid member. So that was great. So yeah, guys. I think I'm getting ready to hop off. But yeah, now I want to pass. Actually, I don't know if I have any pass any questions or anything like that. But still, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being on the stream. And remember, SAG winner predictions are tomorrow. Alright, they're coming tomorrow, so keep an eye out for that. And yeah, guys, be sure you hit that subscribe button, because if you don't, you're not going to win a SAG award.